That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'ma tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and college prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number one, why is there no blood? Question number two, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit, handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget, they got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know it began. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit.
That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'ma tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and college prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number one, why is there no blood? Question number two, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit, handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget, they got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know it began. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be be on guard because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask, we all got a blast back. We're in the game, though we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanique Views to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.
Well. Hello, everybody in the chat. Welcome to the chat. I am your host, Tanique Reviews. And I'd like to say by starting off, everything in this platform or podcast is alleged and is used for entertainment, spiritual, religious, and sometimes educational purposes. We like to get that in the way. Let's see, we got in here, we got Kyra Knows. She's up in there first. Kyra knows a lot. We got to do things. Good to see you. I ain't seen you in a second, but I'm glad that you're here. Took the time out your day and came. Appreciate that much. We have Dana Hudson up in the building. And we have Ain't No Way. It's about time. I've been praying for this. May justice fall down like a mighty stream. I'm with you already. I might as well put you up here and let you host the show because I feel like you. And I feel like a lot of times what we're going to talk about, these people knew the whole time anyway. And all they were doing is just delaying for whatever their reasons is. To make sure I miss nobody else. Like I said, we go back to Kyra. And Kyra says, all praise is due to the Most High. Absolutely, Kyra. Amen. Amen. Well, we got news in the Tupac Shakur situation. And it may be surprising to some, but it's not necessarily surprising to me. I guess it's an undisputed record says it's about time justice about to get served. KPD already did a snitch on himself and Puff. You know, let me just start out by giving you my personal opinion. I believe KPD snitched, but I think in his snitching, he just told the truth. I think that KPD is up point blank and says, you know what? I had nothing to do with this, but Puppy did pay for it. That's what I believe happened. And I believe it's coming to a showdown. And the feds are probably investigating this murder the whole time. And they probably want KPD to testify against Puppy. I'm telling you, Puppy gone forever. And everything that they can throw at Puffy, they're throwing at Puffy. Yeah, there's all kind of questions, but Pac and Big and Kim Porter, especially Kim Porter, is definitely in these talks because he's gone forever. He's gone forever. Ever and a day, as far as I'm concerned, with just the regular charges. Got my boy Cypress in the building. I've been wondering where you was, man. I ain't seen you in a while. Somebody asked me about you last night. I said, I ain't heard from Cypress. I'm going to shoot him an email today. But you out there, so I'm going to shoot you up here. This Cypress, y'all, from Cypress TV. This is the man who saw the young Dolph murder. I'm sure you're going to come up here in a minute. Now, I'm for one excited about this because, you know, I watched the Shakur family over the years, and they don't get into sensationalism and all of that kind of stuff like that. I watched Mo Preem make a few statements, but a statement Mo Preem made a little while ago really intrigued me. But Mo Preem said he got a phone call out of the blue from Sean Puffy Combs, telling him that he had nothing to do. Hey, Miss Kells, I'm sorry, I didn't intend to pass you. Let me get some other people on here. Hold on a second. Yeah, Cypress, the link is down in the bottom. That's Spiritual One, Undisputed in the building. We got Miss Kells. Hey, Miss Kells. Hey. Of course, we got the Spiritual One. I like that. Mr. Spiritual One up in here. Yeah, the Spiritual One. And then let's see, make sure we got everybody else. And we got Ain't No Way, and she coming in with positive energy. I love that. And say, Spiritual One says, blessings, my brother. I'm glad. Blessings to you. Peace be multiplied. Undisputed says, Mopreme got to get that money. The whole family deserves justice. But you know what Big family also deserves, same justice. Right. I totally agree, and I'm sure Big will get his as well, too. Hey, Undisputed, ain't nothing going on, but I'm really excited about this. I was bubbling over with joy. And again, you got to fact check things, make sure this stuff, ain't no poppycock people put out here. What's up, Cypress? How you doing, bro?
What going on to me?
Here I am back where I started at with Tupac.
About time somebody came back with some Tupac. We
But
need
we came back with good news though. His family has, and the way it's put is, his family has assembled a legal team better than the prosecution or better than the defense that Puffy got, and they are actively investigating a link that definitely links Puffy to the shooting of Tupac and Suge. What you think about that?
hey, if they can get it all.
They got it and got a better lawyer than Puffy got. They got Mr. Shapiro out of New York, who's one of the best lawyers in the world, which that should have been the first lawyer that Puffy got, but no, the Shakurs got him, and they are looking at a link. So they're subliminally saying that there's definitely a link between Puffy and the shooting of Tupac and Suge.
Well, if this is gonna make Puff bring down the house,
What you mean?
hold on. He ain't gonna be able to withstand all these lawsuits, man.
Yeah, and the weird thing about this is a few months ago, Mopreme came out and said, he said, out of the clear blue sky, he got a phone call from Puffy, pleading his cause, saying he had nothing to do with his brother's death, but he felt some type of way about that phone call, but he just let that go. And then all of this happened, and now information is starting to surface. Now, we know what the first information was. Y'all know what it was. We covered it. I told y'all to go get the book. The book is still for sale. That's Kim Porter's new book. The book is still for sale, but you just got to know how to get it. Now, she talked about in that book about how she know that Puffy set up the Quad Studio shootings. Big had nothing to do with it. She said Puff did. Puff set it up because he wanted to run a train on her. Two of the guys that were there were guys that dated her already, and Puff was dating her, and he wanted to have a contest to see who could go the longest on her. And Tupac got up and defended her honor as a black queen. Him and Puffy got into it pretty bad, she describes in the book in chapter 6. And she said a few days later, she came in the office and heard Puffy talking to Jimi Hendrix and telling Jimi Hendrix they need to get rid of Tupac before he tell everything. He blow what kind of guy Puffy really was. So if you go on and finish reading the book will let you know that while Big and Caesar and them were recording, they weren't there with Puffy. They were there because Big was recording his artists. And his artist was Junior Mafia, Lil Kim and them. Those his artists. They didn't know Puff was even in the building until the shooting occurred. They were coming out of their studio to go downstairs and help Pac. And that's when they ran into Puff. So Puffy didn't even know he was there. Did you get that, Cypress?
And see how God worked. Had they not came down there, and never knew Puff was in it.
Can't hear, bro.
I said, you see how God worked? Had they not came out there, they would have never knew Puff was there.
They wouldn't have never knew he was there, man. It's weird. So all the papers are blasting. Let's take a look at this one. It says Tupac Shakur's family hires team to investigate potential link to Diddy. So there is a potential link. In fact, let's just look at Court TV because I'm gonna tell you when I believe it. When I believe it, I believe it because Court TV said so. And they've never did anything like this before. So something is definitely going on behind the scenes in the Tupac case. I'll let y'all see a snippet of it.
Back to Court TV Live, we are following new developments in the case of the hip-hop mogul who is facing RICO charges in New York, Sean P. Diddy Combs. Court TV has just confirmed that the family of Tupac Shakur is investigating a potential link between the murder of Tupac and Sean Diddy Combs. This coming from attorney Alex Spiro, who represents Tupac's family. Now, this investigation had been previously reported by unnamed sources, but earlier today, Spiro confirmed to our Court TV team that he and a team of investigators has been hired.
Sean Combs allegedly had business dealings with Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who will go on trial next March for the murder of Tupac. This was back in 1996. Some have speculated that Diddy ordered Tupac's death. That, of course, is just a theory at this point, and we are monitoring the developments in both the Tupac murder trial and the federal indictment of Sean Diddy Combs. So a lot of information to come on that one.
In the case that continues to roll on, let's bring it.
So you see, this is real. This is absolutely real. And this shit just hit the fan. And they got Mr. Spiro. That's the lawyer that Puppy should have hired because you don't get no better than that. Puppy should have had Spiro and should have had Alan Dershowitz on speed dial. Now, I don't know, Tupac's family got the best lawyer that there was, and Puppy didn't get the best one. But nevertheless, they're going in to this investigation to investigate a link that has occurred between Puffy and the shooting of Tupac and Suge Knight. Do you believe, Star Press, that Puffy killed Tupac, shot at Suge Knight, or whatever you believe?
If he did, be honest with you, I don't believe he did. But let me tell you this. If he did, he had help from people on the other side.
But he's a billionaire. He probably had a lot of help.
Yeah, yeah, he had help from the other side. If he is.
Now, I'll tell you the other reason why I believe the book. Because Kim Porter said that he liked to have other men have sex with her. But when she was enjoying sex with Jamie Foxx, she said he had to end for Jamie Foxx. Look what happened to Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the paperwork. So here it says in big, bright print in Billboard magazine, the family of the late Tupac Shakur has hired New York attorneys Alex Spiro to investigate an alleged link between the rapper's death and Sean Diddy Combs. Billboard can confirm. So this has been confirmed. And it goes on to say Shakur was 25 years old when he was shot and killed while driving in Las Vegas, September 1986. The legendary rapper untimely succumbed to his injuries 6 days later on September 13th, 1986. Former gang leader Dwayne Keefe D. Davis was arrested in September 2023 and charged with one count of murder with a deadly weapon in connection to the attack. Davis, whose trial begins in March 2025, has previously claimed that Combs offered him $1 million. Now, my problem that I have right here, and everybody, you got a problem with this too, Keefe D never said he killed Tupac. But they're going forward and not saying that he was in the car with the person who did. They're saying that Keefe D actually did it.
Well, I don't know about that. Well,
you just read it for yourself, man. They're saying that he did it, and he said he got $1 million for it.
Hey, listen, man. Well, he gotta take it because he put himself there. You feel what I'm saying, Steve?
Right. But we want to go by the paper. They arrested that guy. And for the time he's been arrested, look at how many people has been arrested. Puffy's been arrested. Eric Adams been arrested. And more arrests they're warning us are on the way. All of these arrests took place while Keefe D's been in jail.
Right.
So somebody talking.
Just wait to keep it in, get to talking.
I think he is talking. That's why they arrested Puffy.
Yeah.
Keefe D's 60 years old. He ain't finna do all that time. I think he is talking. I think he is legitimately pointing them at Puffy. He gave them some kind of way they could check and investigate a money trail. He gave them some witnesses, just like he did Greg Kading. And they said, that's good. That's good enough. And they arrested Puffy. And now they've made Tupac's case and Puffy trial, and they notified his family that there's a possible link. And the family is joining in and helped the feds out and got their own lawyers to investigate this. This is serious, Cypress. What you got to say, man?
Hey, man. Well, the feds know. The feds know. Feds can pinpoint who was involved and who this and that. The feds know. So, hey, I can't dispute that, brother.
So Spiritual One says, I don't believe that he did, but who knows who did. Nip Clean says, I believe, you see that. I believe that P did he. Put that order out. I'm with you. I believe the same thing. Undisputed says hip hop died in the early 2000s and Bad Boy been struggling. Sold a lot of money. Bad Boy closed down. Clive Davis not opening Bad Boy no more. They ain't struggling. It's over with. He was trying to get the deal with Motown. That's the reason why that girl from Motown is in the indictment. Tam says, Diddy flashback of all his evil. I agree with that too. And Luis de la Riviera said, Suge knows. Suge knows what's going on. And that's my other problem. That, Suge never came forward and said anything because he called himself holding this a secret. I think he did an injustice to the world. And later on, he going to realize that was a big mistake because the world didn't view Tupac as a gangster or a rider. Diddy's desperate. He ain't got, okay.
Well, Suge can't tell it, man. Suge got to uphold the code. He can't tell it. He got to go to his grave with it, man. He can't tell it, man. They gave him this gangster image that he's a big bad gangster. So he got to ride it out. So people can't be mad at Suge for not telling. He got to ride it out, man.
So let me ask you a question. So let's say that a Crip shot Pac, as they say. Suge's supposed to hold the code for a Crip? Suge's the MOB, the mob.
No, you hold the code to it all. You don't tell, my nigga. You don't go red and point niggas out and get on stand. Once you accept this way of life, and once you repping the mob, and you can't go telling on getting on the stand, you can't. You gotta uphold the code, man.
So you say you gotta uphold the code. So okay.
You gotta uphold the code whether it costs you your life. You gotta uphold the code, bro.
Okay, so what about the code that Keefe D is supposed to uphold?
Well, Keefe didn't uphold the code, so he should get his head beat in. If you want my personal opinion.
So what you think the link is, if you had to take a guess?
Which way who?
The link that the family got from the FBI stating that there is a link between Puffy and Tupac. That's what they're investigating. There is a link. provided by
And
the FBI.
that means it's somebody on the other side. But see, Suge can't talk because Suge gonna implicate himself. So he gotta go to the grave with it, my nigga.
I'm
Suge,
gonna tell you who been talking, and ain't nobody been paying him no attention. And there's paperwork with him talking. Jimmy Henchman been talking for a long time. And Jimmy Henchman is the person that told the feds about Diddy's freak offs a long time ago. Thought it would get him some time off. They were asking him questions about Puffy's sexuality, and Jimmy Henchman already told the feds years ago about Puffy freak out parties. And you can look for that paperwork on YouTube. Jimmy Henchman told him everything. And Kim Porter told you Jimmy Henchman was the person whom Puff called to off Pac in Quad Studios. In her book, which again, The Lost Words Kim Porter, she states that he was supposed to be offed, not robbed, killed.
Mm. Mm.
So for years, I looked at the paperwork today. Jimmy Henson already told the feds about those freak offs and stuff. It didn't get him no, time off or nothing like that. Well, when they asked him a question, he told. So undisputed, ain't no way says money is the link. You're right. Undisputed record says Keepy D is the link. I agree with that too. Keepy D already ratted himself out in the book. I agree with that too. Justin Bieber snitched on Puff for getting pimped out. I agree with that too. Just like Cassie, the male Cassie. Y'all terrible, man. Y'all been so hard. He a male Cassie. Well, I don't know about. Go ahead, Cypress.
I don't know, like, I think, you know what? If this gets solved, this will be a good thing because the feds know the truth and they the only one gonna tell the truth because we can't trust LAPD all we can on. But like Suge said, if you solve one, you solve both. So the minute you solve the pop situation, you obviously don't solve the big situation with me. A blessing for Miss Wiley, man.
One thing I do believe, but I believe nothing else. I believe we're gonna finally find out what happened to Tupac and who put this whole thing together. That much I believe. If he stands any chance at all of ever getting out, he'll have to break that code, man. Ain't no question about that.
Yeah, but I
If he
think, the trigger man for the Pac situation is. I always said it was Kevin Gaines, and you always said it was Kevin Gaines.
I believe it's Kevin Gaines 100%. I believe Kevin Gaines shot at Pac, shot at two. He shot at Pac and Suge because he had his own reasons. But Suge stripping him down and stripping Sharita night butt naked when he found out they were dating and leaving their ass out in the desert. But I also believe he killed Biggie too. Then he started having a weird breakdown. He was married while he was dating Sharita, his wife named Georgia. He started having a weird breakdown. So he was with Sharita one day and picked up the phone and called 911 and reported a shooting. And he's a cop. And he described himself. So when they got there, the person he described that did the shooting was him. And then they realized there wasn't even no shooting. And that's when they knew he was kind of off. See, Sharita was working that damn voodoo. Okay, I'm telling y'all. I don't know. He went up in there. He put that in there. Cypress, he put that in there. Cypress, he put that in there. And he was
Hey,
messed up from the minute he put that in there.
well, lady, I'm trying to be messed up. I do some of that boo. Come on, hey,
Chi-Town girl.
many women on here that can work their magic potion. I'm trying to be messed up, baby girl. I'll holler at you.
Chi-Town girl says that's why Suge can't say nothing because police involved. Agreed. Okay, ain't no way. 34 says homosexuality isn't really the smoking gun. The smoking gun was stopping Pac from starting his own label and getting out of his contract. Kevin Gaines shooting Suge was a distraction. Probably so. Miss Kell says it's a mess. And Louis D. La Riviera says he's at the MGM surveillance wearing a tracksuit with two other dudes. Who, Louise? Now y'all gotta tell me who. Who was wearing tracksuits, Cypress?
I don't know.
Louise, tell us who was wearing tracksuits. And Undisputed is laughing. You want to be messed up, Cypress? You don't want to be messed up, man. You don't want to put that in there. Kevin Gaines. See, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
believe.
I ain't trying to call the police on myself. I'm trying to be messed up ladies. If y'all can look the
That's what I'm
police.
saying. You want to be there talking about it's a shooting and then describe yourself. And they come in and Cypress, you describe yourself. That's how messed up. They messed up Kevin Gaines. The boy, he lost his mind, man, because he put that up in there.
I'm trying to get my mind lost. I'm trying to be finding it, man. Hey, right here on
Okay,
the
man.
TV show.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send you out there in Memphis. You got some girls down there in Voodoo Village in Memphis. They waiting for you.
Nah, I ain't going to Voodoo Village.
Go down there to Voodoo Village in Memphis, and you got some people. I guarantee you, when you go in there, you will not come back out the same. Now it got quiet.
Nah, I ain't going to Voodoo Village. I know what's in Voodoo Village.
Okay, Cypress, Spiritual One told me to play your video for your girlfriend. This is how she gonna get you, okay? That Spiritual One, read it down in the comments. This is how Cypress gonna get got, y'all. Now watch. Y'all see she took off her panties and put it around the spaghetti. Look at that. That's why I eat at Olive Garden. Lord have mercy. I just lost my appetite. Cypress, they gonna mess you up. That's what Spiritual One said. Hang him out to dry. Look at that. See, Cypress, Spiritual One said that's what you waiting on you.
Nah, I ain't waiting on that.
Now, ain't no way. I'm gonna tell you something. You know what's so strange about Frank Alexander's death?
I'm
That out of all,
gonna be right back. I gotta call me
okay,
right back.
okay, out of all these years, we still can't get Okay, can you hear me now? Anybody? Can anybody hear me now? I only need one yes. Okay, do things, you're in there. Do things, can you hear me? Okay, there we go. Kill Jordan in the building, Breezy B in the building. So let's get back to the paperwork. Paperwork states, so we know what we're doing. It states that since, we won't do that part, we already did this part. It goes on and says, since then, the alleged connection between the two has appeared in pop culture. Most recently in Eminem's 2024 collaboration with JDI Fuel, in which he raps, Notorious B.I.G.'s death was the domino effect of Tupac's murder. Like facial tissue, whose clock should I clean next? Puffs, till he's in police handcuffs. So Eminem been saying that for a long time. They're trying to say. Back in 2008, Diddy denied any connection to Tupac's attack. Ironically, just so you know, the feds began the investigation of Puffy in 2008. And I want to say something too while I'm on here, as y'all here. It's my personal opinion. Just like that one bodyguard who was brought up on, that girl tried to say he was involved and all that kind of crazy stuff. I think Gene Deal better be careful too, because a lot of this stuff he attested to that he saw. He knew what was going on. And I got a bad feeling they're going to bring him involved with what he saw and what he knew as well too. And he got years and years of testimony on here to things he swore up and down he saw. I remember one thing he said that really shocked the life out of me, that Puff, and I got him on video. He said that Puff had 3 guys. One was doing Kim, then another guy was doing that guy in the butthole. Then another guy was doing that guy in the butthole. Another guy was doing Puffy in the butthole. And then Puff looked at him and said, "Hey, Gene, you want some of this?" Gene said, Gene said, "Nah, bro, I'm security. I'm good." And Gene said he went outside. But he witnessed that whole thing. So I don't know how he can get by without being accomplished. That's all over YouTube. You can witness him saying he watched a dude screw Kim, watch another dude screw that dude at the same time, and there's just a whole line of people screwing each other. And Puffy looked over and said, "Gene, you want some of this?" Boys, how to make a living. He said, "No, bro, I'm cool. I'm security. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna watch." So when you think about the guy who the girl was saying, you was a security guard, and he's screaming, "Hell no, I wasn't a security guard." I'm starting to think all these testimonies Gene said, the feds are going through them too. And he gotta make sure that he be careful that he don't wind up being a witness in this mess as well too. Or even being brought in from Puppy's side. He could always say he didn't see nothing or whatever. So I'm sure Puppy them is trying to consider him a witness, but he don't want to get involved with this. But he really involved with this. It is a crazy mess. There's no question about this. So it goes on 2008. With that thing out of the way. Diddy deny any connection to Tupac's attack. The story is a lie. The hip hop mogul said in an upfront statement following a report from the Los Angeles Times, reporting that Diddy's associates were responsible for the incident. It's beyond ridiculous and completely false. Neither the late rapper, Notorious Big, nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or afterwards it happened. I am shocked that the Los Angeles Times would so irresponsibly as to publish such an item. So he was shocked that the Los Angeles Times would actually report this, but I think it was a good read. And now we're seeing that a lot of people are coming out saying that this guy is involved with it. And now finally, after all these years, it has fired up the Shakur family. That's the part I found amazing. Once one of the most powerful, influential figures in music, Combs was indicted by the federal prosecutors last month on multiple charges that allege he was the figurehead of a massive criminal operation for decades aimed at satisfying his needs for sexual gratification. To date, 12 victims have filed civil sexual abuse cases against him. And that's why I say that Kim Porter's book is important because she goes on in that book and it's very open and clear. And if you can think like a girl writing in her diary or something like that, you can tell that she's in the talk telling the truth because she even labels herself as a gold digger and says she was doing it for money. She's probably more critical on herself than she is anybody else. So what the book does is ties these loose ends together. And that's why they tried to stop the book. But the guy who got the book, he got flash drives, he got videos. I'm hearing about videos that have been offered in the millions for some pretty powerful people. And you can watch their nasty sexual appetite. Now, all these people were forced, but the things they were doing is so horrific and so nasty that you wouldn't even consider them being human beings. And the porn industry is saying they're being offered at a daily rate. So a lot of people, for some reason, have access to these tapes. And I guess the reason why they haven't sold is the porn industry don't want the feds coming down on them because they bought them. That's my take on it. A lot of people are being really careful, whatever they read. But there are a couple of high profile people on there. They say if they release those tapes, that it would shake the world. Now, Okay, I am back. I'm having technical difficulty. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back on this. I'm gonna do this later on because I'm having some technical difficulties. All right. So you guys stand by. I'm gonna repost it.